No, no, it's not busy here at all. This, my friends, is pretty much at this point, I think, what, 3-4 years in the making for the one of the REM train lines. This one, of course, being from Central Station, which is south that way, of course. This way is north. And yeah, they're just slugging away there at that. And again, it'll be really interesting to see when that's done. Here at the Maisoneuve, by the way, and the corner of McGill College. Beautiful McGill College, by the way. It'll be really interesting to see what that looks like when it's done. That tunnel, that is, from a not so much architectural standpoint, but really more of a like a public transport kind of design, urban planning kind of thing. So you can see why there's not too much driving around here or walking. It's rush hour. Today is the, man, we're already the 19th of March 2024. It has not been warm today at all. It was in the minuses this morning, so that's not too easy to deal with when you've had weather ranging between 6 and like 13 degrees for the past, I don't know, a couple of weeks. Yeah, McGill Metro Station, McGill. Well, they definitely put some money in this entrance, eh? But that's okay. We live in Montreal. Money grows on trees. There's no problem. Hey, what's happening, babies? eltonmcfall here, not live in Montreal on Maisoneuve Boulevard. This guy's laughing. Is that you're right to laugh? I'm a pothead. It's fine. Have a good evening, sir. Bonne soirée. He was just talking to Grant about that. I used to have a best friend like that. He was almost a midget. He would start laughing all like that all the time. He was always start laughing like that, this guy. Anyway, so it's unfortunately, since society is continually going down the toilet, as I just told a woman in the metro, because there's always metro problems. There's always problems in the metro now, particularly in certain stations like Saint Laurent, which is not the next stop, but the stop after that. So why am I walking so fast? Yeah, it's quite concerning, and I was telling Grant the other day, we have these great discussions just like I do with Ben. I say, you know, I mean, if there's already all this shit problems with the metro, it's bad enough how many people drop their cell phones in there and they got to stop the metro for a few minutes and turn it off and turn the track back on. And now it's other things with people, specifically they're on the tracks. One guy was electrocuted recently for being in a tunnel, not supposed to be there. Well, it never occurred to me now, I'm looking at this building, but you know, it's designed right here on the first, what, 3-4 floors. It reminds me of the World Trade Center, actually. And this street is University, if I'm not mistaken, if I can see the sign. Oh, look, a non-scrap. Oh, cool. I'd like to thank you to those bastards at the STM for basically not having any of these buses anymore in my area, but only scrap pretty much, all in the 125, 34, 10 or whatever it is, the lines. Yeah, that's the way it is, man. Bad enough with drivers, certain bus drivers, they're not courteous, they don't look at you, nor do they even drive a bus properly. Case in point, the driver I had earlier on the 125, he's driving scrap. He doesn't give a shit. Nobody showed him how to drive those buses properly. So basically, what does he do? He drives like, you know, hard gas, hard brake. There's no smooth driving whatsoever, man. I almost wonder if the guy's doing it on purpose, that prick. You know? I'd like to say something else more to that, but then if I mention, I might be considered a racist. So I'll just save myself the embarrassment, I guess. Right? Racist. Everybody's racist, man. You're not gonna tell me even priests, right, or father, or whatever his name, or she, or his name. Come on now, come on. I don't know. I think certainly sometimes it's in our nature. You know, it's funny because I used to work in a building right here somewhere, doing a prospective kind of cold calling, you know, and there was this black girl there, a young black girl. I don't remember what her name was. She was, you know, a lot of call centers. Most of them comprise of people in their 20s, right, students. Anyway, she says to me, she says, I don't think you're racist. She says, I think maybe just prejudice. There's a difference with that. Because racist, in her opinion, implies a lot of hate. You know? Oh, speaking of scrap, there it is. No, you're at Union Street. I keep remembering I got to check into, again, figure out why this, I can't figure out how to zoom in at all in this camera. Of course, right now I'm wearing my thick gloves. That's how cold it is today. It's like 0, you know? Ah, downtown Montreal, the land of colorless cars. I hate the scrap, but at least it's got blue, nice blue color to it. There's one of my favorite buildings right here, the Bay building, formerly known as Morgan's. Right, it was Morgan's department store before the Bay in 1960 or earlier. Look at that, black, 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 black. Come here. I'm telling you, these friggin' car companies are laughing all the way to the bank, man, right? Oh yeah, we got exactly what you want. They don't have to custom order nothing for it anymore. It's right there on the block. They figured that 15 years ago how to make more money out of consumers, man. They're like, yeah, just have a bunch of black, silver, and white cars. They don't need to order anything, and it just saves them time and money. Simple as that, because time is money, right? Yeah. Ooh, le Café Maisoneuve, the new coffee house. Looks. You can see there used to be a. Never mind. I don't know what that is. Yeah. I like this building. I like these old 50s buildings, 60s. Looks like it was redone, actually. Come to think of it, like, when did that happen? Oh no. Okay. Yeah. It looks like this one back here. And there's some more condos going up, because there's one thing you can be sure about downtown Montreal: there will be condos. Me cause a scene? No, I don't cause a scene, man. Shit. I'm just digging the scene with a gangster lean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got JFK Street there, the next street over there. John F. Kennedy. And there's a very expensive Porsche with some really interesting taillights, actually. Yeah, probably only a car guy like me would point stuff that out, eh? Yeah, I like to see these other walking vloggers do the same thing, point out all these things about vehicles like I do on every video. Do I see anything extra out of it? Diddly squat! However, at least I've become smart. It took a long time to figure out how to use YouTube for my advantage as an artist, and to get off my lazy ass and do paintings for people. And again, you know, it started at 200 for a painting, and it's a 16 by 20. Now it's 18 by 24. It's more expensive, and everybody's satisfied. You know, like I said in my last video, that motorcycle I did, I said, look, I never usually say the terms I get, you know, satisfaction guarantee, but I really guarantee satisfaction because I am a perfectionist. It's not done until I say it's done. I don't. It's like I told my friend Scott. He's just like me. Can't cut corners. Can't cut corners. So that's the old Hertz rent-a-car building. Oh, you know what? It looks like it might be closed. I don't know. I don't see the sign. It's got to be closed. It had to have been bought up. Come on, for developing, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me? Go get it. By all means, go ahead, Tesla. Go ahead. Yeah, other than that, it's been a boring day, man. This is the first time I go out today to go film stuff. I'm actually slowly going to make my way eastward here on the Maisoneuve, and I'm going to, like I said, slowly head towards the Dessert art store on Sainte Catherine in Saint Denis. Got to get some black paint there, working on my next project, the 1990 Mustang Special Edition. I'm not going to say more than that, which I could, but I won't. Yeah, what do we have here, eh? Yeah, look at that, the Summer building. Not Summer, but Summer, and it's closed. That's weird, eh? I guess they just closed off these entrances, eh? Oh no, look at that, it's all freaking closed, man. How do you close a whole freaking building? Again, did this once again be bought out to become condominiums, maybe? Probably, eh? I would imagine. Look at that, eh? Well, you don't see that too often though, downtown, or I don't think you can see that many downtown areas. But a whole building like that, which is like about 10 floors, to be closed like that, all of it, that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. And you know what's stupid? I don't even remember what was there. Could have been significant, I guess. They couldn't hold on to the jobs because the COVID had a major effect on the job market and where people work. So, you know, doesn't affect me though. Nope. I see scrap down there, articulated junk. But they do the job. Barely. Just don't ride in the trailer unless you like being jostled around there like you're meat, like a freaking cattle. That's what it's like riding on those pieces of junk. I feel like I'm cattle. That's what it's come down to. When I ride in these classic American cars, when I have the rare privilege there in the warmer months, that's basically to me complete opposite. You know, even if it's just a car that's worth a few $1,000. That's all right. And I'm going to keep saying that because I hate Nova Bus and I hate the STM. So it's a free country. Hallelujah. And have mercy. Thank God, because man, a guy like me, I think, would end up in jail or dead if I lived in Russia or one of these countries where you can't say your fucking opinion and you can't, you know what I mean? You can't be against the government. You can't be against this, against that, have your own opinions. God forbid. God forbid, because that's what life is all about. Everybody has an opinion. It doesn't even have to make sense. You don't even have to agree with it. Oh, speaking of which, that's the trouble with social media. You know, like, I rarely, for example, leave comments on videos. Yeah, that sounded good. But yeah, because I'm a YouTuber and I get enough, I get my share of negative comments. I think it's better than they used to be. And it's just because YouTubers have to put up with a barrage of stupid comments. It's like being in customer service, but not as bad, because when you're in customer service, you're gonna bear the brunt of all the shit for those rich bosses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, floor that Challenger. Okay, it's not a V8, but you know, it doesn't even sound like a V6 practically. It almost sounded like a 4, but anyway, I still like that Challenger. But everything's better with a V8. Like that Land Rover Defender I saw near my area today, which was bizarre, on Ontario Street. And it was all black. Everything was black. The black rack, black wheels, black everything. And I thought to myself, man, you know, for years those things only had turbo 4 cylinders. So that would be kind of like sad to know about that. So here we have the Place des Arts. I guess you could say it's the Fine Arts Center or something like that, really. And this is where, speaking of the rich people, this is where rich people basically come to see shows. And like, the guy turned around and looked at me when he heard I said that. But you know, I don't tell any lies, eh? I tell it the way it is, man. It's for the rich people. It's not for people like me. I mean, even I think if I was rich, I don't know if I'd be artsy fartsy enough to go, you know, watch one of these types of shows or whatever they are, plays. I guess to some people, maybe I'm just low class. And here comes a fart car. I hear it. Fart car. That's it. Let everybody hear it there. Yeah, I read that somewhere in a car group on Facebook. Somebody called them a fart car. I'm like, yeah, that's only a boomer would come up with that term, you know. Let's stop here for a second, because I love the design of these lights. It's so 60s, 70s. I guess it's 60s. This is built in the 60s for sure anyway. And then there's the university here, the UCAM, that looks like a ship, right? Can you dig it? How am I doing on battery here? Oh, we're doing good on the battery. And the sun's coming out a little bit. Woohoo! Awesome. Been a little bit of sun here and there, but even if there was more, I don't think it would warm up too much. There seems to be a doings of transpiring over there, major construction or something going on over there. I don't know. Anyway, we don't have a zoom, so you will. I was going to say you're going to see enough, but you aren't going to see, because we're going to stay on the Maisoneuve. We're going to stay the course, baby, because then the title is going to be longer. Oh, in this day and age of people protesting and making their own minds about things and not following God, basically. And again, I'm not religious, but there's something lacking in society today, and maybe it's because people aren't religious. I know it sounds funny to say, but it's true. And this church was here for decades, probably a century, and it almost looks weird here because people are just, they're not religious, they're not spiritual. It's a pretty nice Volvo. Oh, from Pennsylvania. Yeah. Pennsylvania, and she's lowered, eh? The guy's he's there for a while. He's all lowered down there. Down to the ground. She's a lowrider. Eh? Oh, look at that bumper going by. Yeah. Oh, better get off the bike path here, eh? Get off the drugs. Scrap 1. Scrap 2. Scrap. Montreal Metro fire hydrant. Yeah. Mind you, I was gonna go this way. This is Ontario Street here, by the way, this split here. I was thinking about going there actually, because that's where the fire station is, so. But, meh. Let's see what happens with going, oh, wait a minute, actually. Yeah, there's actually a little part here that, that's, what's the St. Urban? Saint-Urbain. Shit, I forgot. I thought about maybe doing a walking video like somebody requested, and I already forgot about it. This is nice what they did here. I can't really be against this. This is a really cool area. Check this out. You know, like, this is artsy, not artsy-fartsy, but it's artsy, and anybody can enjoy this, and it doesn't cost anything, you know? They've got sometimes little activities you can do around here. That's fine, you know. We'll walk over here. Hey, but again, and you know, if you're not following news in Montreal, you know, I still cannot believe that Legault government, I mean, really talk about pissing people off, the Quebec nation. You know, invest $1 billion, a fucking $1 billion to replace the roof of the Big O. I love the Big O. I'm actually planning something related to that, to what I do. I don't want to say more about it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic for me, but I love the Big O. I think it's awesome. It looks like a gigantic UFO when you're next to it. It's definitely a Montreal icon, like the Metro and so many other things. But on the other hand, to spend $1 billion to change the roof, man, they said they were saying today on the radio there's still a 5-hour wait or more on average if you're waiting to see a doctor in a hospital. So you tell me where the logic is in that, to spend that kind of money. That's like when they had this idea to bring in the LA Kings, and it cost $7 million of taxpayer money for the LA Kings to come play hockey here. What the hell for? I tell you, it's a lunatic world, man. Lunatic world. Yeah, and there's some music playing here, so I'm gonna just to keep talking like this all the time, blah 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 blah, so you don't hear the music, doesn't interfere with my stupid video, because I'm trying to make a few bucks here, and yeah, we're gonna stop a second here. Okay, that was fast actually. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the light to change that quickly. Well, this is Clark Street here, which I did a walking video, I don't know, 6 months ago, or more than 6 months ago, I guess. There's Metro Saint Laurent, which I was talking about in question when I started this video at McGill College. This is a big problem of a station now, because people are practically living in there. They're drunk, they're getting drunk, they're doing drugs, they're smoking, God knows what else, because this is, after all, the red light district. But unfortunately, there's more screwed up people than ever. I guess there's only one good thing about so many screwed up people in the city now, is that it's easy to feel better about yourself more than ever. Scrap! And if you don't like me saying scrap, too bad! I'm gonna say it forever, because that's my only way I can get any kind of freaking reparation. It's not even reparation.
That retro old school eltonmcfall.
It is I. It is I. Oh, meeting one of my fans.
Are you recording a video?
I am. Can I actually include you?
Can I be in it?
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
My name is Zach.
Zach.
Yeah.
Look at that. Just me, one of my fans. How cool is that?
No, I travel around a lot, but I've been here and I used to watch your videos a lot more back in the day, but I've actually bumped into you before in St. Henry once as well.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah.
Where are you from? You're not even.
I'm from Montreal.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because this is like a wide-angle lens kind of thing.
No, for sure. I just got back from Australia a couple of days ago.
We'll just take a pause here so I can chat with the gentleman, so I just keep holding this the whole time. It's not heavy, it's just you know, I'm older and I easily you know, bruise kind of thing. Not bruised, but I'll be right back. Cloud over here. Look, this cloud kind of looks like a little bit like a UFO or something, you know. And
it's got a mushroom vibe going on, definitely.
Zach, it's a pleasure meeting you, my friend.
Hey, man.
Again, I mean.
Nice to meet you too.
Sorry if I didn't remember you the last time, but
it's all good. It's been at least 6 years.
You know, but I smoke the herbs, so it's just, I quit cigarettes, but you know, I can't. You know, it's medicinal, bro.
I feel you, bud. Hey, best of luck, man.
It's medicinal.
Peace, bro.
Take care, bro. Peace out. Eh? Ciao, man.
Ciao.
That was cool. That was cool that he wanted to be in the video too. That was awesome, because it wouldn't have been the same. He's like, oh no, I don't want to show my face. And how long is this garage? This used to be a Goodyear garage. How long is this place going to stay friggin' dormant? Eh? Gotta wonder about that. Look, even you could see the raised letters. I didn't even notice that until now. Let me show you that. That's weird. They just painted right over it. Look at that. Centre-ville, downtown tires and mechanicals, or anyway, and then you got these affordable housing apartment buildings. They look like they were built, I would say, in the 50s. Whoops, got my finger on there. A white Tesla. That's not rare, right? And the fire station I was talking about on Ontario is that way. And as I mentioned before, being in the red light district, I'm a little bit weary about filming here, but luckily this camera is very discreet. You know, it looks like a monocular. A monocular, by the way, is a Binocular is basically like a binocular, but it's just one. So it's just one apparatus with the lens to zoom, you know, to, you know, see birds and planes. Which reminds me of a song, a classic Canadian rock song by Ian Thomas. I will sing to you right now since the wind is shifted anyway. Feeling fine, mama. And a bottle of wine, mama. That's a great track, man. I don't know, 72, 73, 74. How does that go again? Streetcars going by and airplanes flying, how they all meant nothing to me. There's some, yeah, there's actually 2 or 3 really cool murals on some of these apartment buildings. Like this guy here, this is really amazing. I think this has become one of the things I'm the proudest of this city, is these murals. We have so many murals all over the place. Me being from the West Island, there's no murals because it's the suburbs and everybody drives. You know what I mean? Like, so, and not everything is cramped in together like this, for example. This, like, you know what this looks like? This looks like, what do you call it? Not uptown New York, but yeah, it's, you know, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. Probably have buildings look like that, you know. So, see, look, there's another one over there. Always very proud to show anything that's done intelligently like that took time to make, rather than some freaking you know, they say that, I think, again, this is a buzzword. They just made this to make it sound like it's legit or something, but tagging, whatever, tagging, it's illegal, it's vandalism. That's it, that's all, okay? And believe me, I know all about jive. You want to talk jive? I'll talk frickin' jive with you, whoever you are, man. I told you right now, man, I grew up listening and watching the coolest things ever made in television, movies, and music. I'll talk some jive to you. Actually, I kind of actually stole that line. I actually stole that from frickin' a movie. One of my favorite movies called oh shit, I hate it when I do that. I'm hiding the lens here. The movie The Royal Tannenbaums with Gene Hackman. What an amazing actor. Look, there's a mural there. There's another mural here. This is cool, really cool that they did this, because again, this is not, obviously this is not really at all the most interesting part of the city. I mean, these buildings, all these 3-floor buildings, you know, this looks like it could be in Ville Saint Laurent, you know, Montreal North, something like that. You know, I'm not sure actually, I remember seeing this one particularly, but actually, come to think of it, on this part of the Maisoneuve, between Saint Laurent Metro, which is over there, and then Barrie Metro is down there, I don't think I've been down the street too many times in my life, frankly. But that's pretty much why, because it's not interesting. It's okay, they changed the lampposts, they look nice, some murals, but other than that, I mean, this could be frickin' Kosovo or Chernobyl or something, you know what I mean? There's nothing really special. This is low-cost housing, so people have a roof on their head. But then again, I would be afraid to know in this day and age, even a simple joint down here, 2.5 or whatever, how much did it cost? I don't even want to know. Don't even want to know, frankly. Well, you know what, I think I had to see that construction where I think I'm going to take that as a cue to end this video, because I'm a little bit tired of holding this thing. And anyway, you know what, why does it matter to make 20-25 minute videos? I got to tell you why it doesn't matter. Because of the fact that I've seen my statistics like a lot of YouTubers. Fact of the matter is, people don't have patience, as you know, today. So what do they watch? If I do a 20-minute video, they're going to watch maybe 10. If I do 25, what are they going to watch? 12. So, you know, it's like whatever. Something smells really good though. It smells like a really good spaghetti. I actually ate before I left. I had some leftover roast pork and potatoes and onions that my mom made. Oh, délicieux, maman. Merci beaucoup. Oh, délicieux. Delicious. Délicieux? Delicious. And I don't even know what the hell street this is. This looks like the street, I can't remember the name there. I'd like to finish and know what it is, you know? Hey, you gotta be on YouTube. I like your bike. Old school all the way. Yeah, you see, there's nothing going on here. This is, I don't even know what they're doing. I guess they're changing the pipes probably. Who the hell knows what they're doing? And they're not making another REM train project, that's for sure. Oh, that's what it is, Sanguinet. All right. Anyway, so as I always say, you know, thank you for watching. Merci de regarder. I'm gonna tell you, of course, to check me out on Patreon or Patreon. Become a patron, support the channel, be much appreciated. You want to see how poor I am? Look at my shoes, man. Look at those shoes, man. They got a ton of miles. You know what I should do is I should keep them like so many people keep everything that they have, since I have space. And in case I ever become famous, those shoes will be worth like, you know, $5,000 or so. Huh? Look, I could film all this walking. I don't want to do that. Forget about it. I gotta go down here and get my paint at this there. So thanks for watching, guys. It was fun to make. Take care, and all the best to you. And if you do subscribe, well, then you are not only digging what I do, but you're not a snowflake. Okay, so I still can't believe this is a Volvo. I still can't believe that's a Volvo. This looks like a number of cars. I mean, it looks like a Lexus. It looks like an Audi. It's crazy. It's crazy. I guess they didn't have a choice. Volvo had to fall in line, right? Okay, there, boys and girls. Y'all take care now. You here. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.